Alright everybody, welcome back to day 31 of Let's Play Legend Z through A. Some of you might be wondering why I'm not playing Pokopia already. Well, the reason is because I don't have a Switch 2. That's literally the only reason that's going on. She wants a fungus. This one has... Sure, I can do that one pretty quick before night falls, right? There it is. Ooh. See, I really desperately wish that you could still put stamps on the map. Like, every time I see one of those purple things that I can't immediately figure out how to get, I want to just put a stamp there so I can go and get it. Yeah. It's from a dead guy. No. I just saw a thing that I want to pick up, but I have to go. Oh, okay. So I guess I probably have to go up here and then come around? That's what looks logical. I don't even remember seeing that up there before. I know I've been in here before. Can I get that before nightfall? And before it's time to start grinding the tickets again. Oh, where is the ladder? There it is. Not technically a ladder, but you know, close enough. I see the Rancine construction scaffolding, so I guess I'm on the right track. I guess my best option is just to jump here. Here we go. There's another one up there. Ah, dang it. It's like... Wish I'd seen that one before. I'm also really wishing that I had, like, printed out a checklist of where all of these screws are. Because I'm at the point now, I've gotten, like, 3/4 of them. and it's getting hard to figure out where more are. Okay, how do I get to that one? Maybe I can just go from here? Oh, not quite. It's gonna be night here any second now. Okay. Doesn't look like that was the right way. Yeah, I might need to go from the other side, but I don't really see a way to do that. Maybe it's the same issue I have, because I know that there's one on top of, like, City Hall or whatever. But I haven't figured out how to get to that one either. Two of these, like, right next to each other. Okay. Wow. Why do I have a lampant in here? They must be leveling it for something. Ah, come on, lady. Nice kick. Can I get a water kill? I think I can. Jeez. He's looking right at me too. Get it on. I don't think that was a KO. Okay, that did the trick. Okay, that should be all my water KOs. Oh, shoot. I thought I only had two. That was my bad. poison. So, I've already finished the video about how long Ash's journey took in the Pokemon anime, and it's getting some good attention. I'm glad of that. I think I may have hit a slight... Wow, this thing will not go down. Okay, it killed itself. I think I hit a potentially contentious point, because where I placed the first movie on the Pokemon timeline is a little bit different from where most other people seem to place it. Oh my gosh. All poison all the time. Specifically, most people seem to place that movie right after the episode where Ash meets the surfing Pikachu. But that doesn't make sense to me, because in that episode, he still got Pidgey. And Pidgey was a member of his team basically forever, until he released it at the very beginning of the Orange Island arc. And it's the only one of those Pokemon that he had on his team forever. And I know better than to do that, and I keep doing it. The only one of the Pokemon that was on his team basically forever that doesn't appear in the movie. So to me, that means that the movie takes place after he releases Pidgey. It's at the very beginning of the Orange Island arc, before he actually leaves for the Orange Islands. But I might actually have some grass-type moves. I definitely don't have any poison-type moves. Gosh, do I have any grass-type moves? Come on. My gosh, it just hid behind the wall. It's ridiculous. Yeah, actually seeing Pidgey was a pretty emotional moment. Now, of all the Pokemon that Ash had in the first season, Pidgey was definitely the least developed. It was the first or second, I want to say the first Pokemon that he caught. You're kidding me, right? God damn. That whole time I was trying to get one KO using a dark type move. But it was always short. Give me all your prize medals. But, so, Pidgey was, in terms of personality, pretty underdeveloped. Give me another. another entrance or something. This stinks. And so he released it at, right after the, yeah, it never really got a chance to have a personality. It was always just there, when you needed something to help fly or to pop Team Rocket's balloon or whatever. Just, okay, Pidgey, go. But then when he actually released it, he released it to take care of, it evolved into a Pidgeot, and then he released it to take care of a bunch of Pidgeotto that were being threatened by Fearos. He said that he'd come back for it later and then just never did. In fact, when he finally came back for it, it was the very last episode. He didn't go back to pick it up. He just sort of, world champion over here, goes out with no Pokemon except for Pikachu. So when Team Rocket reunites and immediately grabs Pikachu, So when Team Rocket reunites and immediately grabs Pikachu, now Ash, 1,000 episodes into the series, doesn't have a way to stop them until the Pidgeot that he's had forever, or hasn't seen since the first season, shows up and saves his butt and rejoins his team. What happened to the attack? Normal type moves sneak up dark moves. She can't see me through the fence. Some security guard she is. Or wait, is she a delivery girl? Oh no, she's a police officer. Oh geez. So my normal bunny can beat up your kind. Yeah, you're gonna have to come out here now, buddy. Oh, geez, you did. Well, I'm well on the way to having the next video done. I've got the script ready. I've got my cue cards. I wasn't trying to dodge, I was trying to target. What kind of headbutt was that? That wasn't even a headbutt, you kicked. Oh my God, I can't land a hit on this with headbutt in order to get the points for that. And the next video I'm working on is talking about the hurry problem in Pokemon, which isn't really a problem. I mean, maybe the title's a little bit clickbaity, but I know a lot of people are not happy with how many first partner Pokemon are standing up these days. In the process, like, it's really kind of cool to make these videos because, I mean, I know a lot about Pokemon, right? That's sort of my shtick. But in order to do proper commentary and stuff, I actually needed poison type. I actually needed to do a lot more research on adjacent stuff. Dragon type moves, yeah, sure. Oh, that's a lot of points. Gooter, you're up. So in this case, you know, I'm talking about furries in Pokemon, and I had to research the history of the Playboy Bunny outfits. And so, like, I'm not going to turn the whole focus of the video. Oh no, I may or may not want this. Yeah. So I'm not obviously going to turn the whole focus of the video into Playboy bunnies. But now I've got to include some discussion of that because that's where Lopunny comes from. It's like, yeah, that feels a little bit weird to be the topic of discussion for, oh gosh, for a game that's marketed to children between 5 and 14. But on the other hand, it has a totally different connotation in Japan. Like, it's a little bit more, like, lighthearted, I guess. And it shows up in a lot of anime. I mean, Bunny Girl Bulma is like super famous from Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball, despite only ever showing up in like one episode. It's like episode 6 of the original Dragon Ball series, which most people at this point I don't think have even watched anymore. What's going on? Okay, my... Oh no. Who? Bulma. So Bulma is the blue-haired girl from Dragon Ball. She's like one of the very first. Oh, jeez. One of the very first characters that we ever actually meet. What am I doing? Come on, I know better than that. Doesn't matter if you like Dragon Ball, she's a super famous character. But she's like one of the very first characters that we've met in the show. And she... In fact, I think we met her in the very first episode. Oh, so close. I think I need one more KO. I need this guy to not look at me. There we go. She invented the Dragon Radar that lets them track down limbs. Yeah, Vegeta's wife. That's who we're talking about. And, okay, there we go. That's 10,000. Let's heal up, go do a quick challenge, and see if we can get just a few more points before the timer rolls over. Lunarada says, most guys in secondary school had a huge crush on Bulma. Yeah, I mean, what can I say? She's kind of a cutie. Not exactly a nice person, but she's cute and rich, so, and very capable, so I can see the appeal. Ooh, Emma. Emma's got a gun. Yeah, there's a mod for Smash Brothers to replace Bayonetta with Emma and just give her guns so she can just run around and shoot you. I don't know how installing mods like that on the Switch works, or if maybe it's only for an emulator. Alright. Ampharos, that's a bad matchup. I'll hit you with your lightning. Oh, this is a full battle. She's got 6 Pokemon here. Once again, I know better. I cannot hit this thing. Maybe there's something to this, the idea of alphas just being too dang big. Alright, I'll take that match. You know, I might actually need to boot up Pokemon Unite just to get the intro theatrics for Lucario with the what's called the Ruins style. The one where, yeah, the one where they dress Lucario up like a space princess. What? Yeah, no, so, Unarata, you actually sent me a text earlier today showing me what was it, a Tyranitar dressed up in like hip-hop style. So that's actually from Pokemon Unite. And in Pokemon Unite, there's no one here. It's a wasteland. In Pokemon Unite, instead of like, well, the skins that you can get for your different Pokemon, they're called Holoware. And they're actually not clothes that your Pokemon are wearing, they're like holographically projected onto them. So no, Tyranitar doesn't get a, cool... Oh, jeez, who's looking at me? Tyranitar doesn't get a cool hip-hop outfit. Oh, come on. There you go. Tyranitar doesn't get a cool hip-hop outfit, he just gets a holographic hat and shirt. My favorite one was always the Captain Cinderace, dresses Cinderace up like a pirate captain. It actually gives him some unique movements and stuff. Like when you teleport back to the opening of the level, your Cinderace jumps into a barrel and like rides the barrel back instead of just teleporting. But one of the really nice ones that was out there was called Ruins Style Lucario. And it was sort of like a Egyptian ancient type outfit that Lucario wore. It was like a nice turquoise bluish color and had a sort of like a couple of armband bracelets, a headdress with like a Egyptian, Millennium Eye type thing on it. And like a loincloth, I think. So yeah, it was kind of like dressed up like, Princess Leia. So and then when I say dressed like a space princess, I'm actually referencing the second Shantae game, I think. Maybe third. Because there's one level where, Shantae gets picked up by the natives on this island, and you get a cut scene, or a cut to fade to black, and then it picks back up, and she's like imprisoned and dressed up in this little harem outfit type thing. And she's like, "Hello, I'm dressed like a space princess now." The reason they picked her up is because they thought that she looked like their lost princess. And so they're like, oh, our lost princess has returned. And so they dress her up appropriately. Then, as you go through the escape stealth sequence, you find out that, like, every female character in the game, the main ones at least, Shantae and Roddy Tops the zombie, and Risky Boots the lady pirate, and Sky the bird tamer, whatever. They're all there. And how do I get there? Okay, made it. And so, like, these guys just think that everybody looks like their lost princess. And then it turns out, like, a little bit later, the princess, the lost princess, does just come back when all four of them are there. Like, wait, we all look different. Which one of us actually looks like her? And she comes back, and she's like this really fat girl. And she's like, I just walked out to the grocery store. What's going on, guys? I've been gone like 20 minutes. This guy with all the Canary stuff. It's ridiculous. Okay. Do you have this ring? From 14 years ago? Are you kidding me? Oh. Ah, no way, lady. I can't take your money. I'll take his money instead. So stupid. Alright, he uses like all. I'm gonna go bother Canary. Hi, Canary! Uh-huh. Alright. I'll still win. Look at the size of my shrimp. I like that all these characters have like a specific Pokeball that they use. Like Tarragon here, he's using, what is that called? That looks like a repeat ball. Oh my gosh, with the Stealth Rock, it's just annoying. Still got the Stealth Rocks up. down to your last one. It's gonna be, you know, Excadrill here, but let's get some distance. Oh, okay. You got the hit in. Good. Kick it. 1, 2, 3, kick it. What, I couldn't keep the ring? They put that in as an item and everything just for it to pop up and then disappear. Oh wow, Dream Balls! I don't think I have enough screws. Oh, I got 5 screws. I need 8 for another plush. Okay, what else? More side quests! I thought I was so done with side quests. Yeah, Dream Balls. So in Generation 5, and Dream Balls have been a little bit controversial. In Generation 5, there was a spin-off game? I don't even know if you'd call it that. But, and I forget exactly how it works, but essentially your system, your DS, could hook up to some websites and you could do, like, send yourself into the dream world and befriend Pokemon there and stuff. And if you caught them, they'd be in these Dream Balls. And it looks like it has an effect now. It, you know, works better on Pokemon that are drowsy or asleep or whatever. But in that, in that original form, it was just cosmetic. But you couldn't get it except for in that one little side game in your browser. You could transfer Pokemon in, but for a long time it was really, really limited in which Pokemon could be in Dream Balls. Do I have a Farfetch'd? So yeah, there were a handful of these like special balls that... Ooh, Guru's level 100. A handful of these special balls that you could only get in like very specific games or side games or anything. I don't even have a Farfetch'd, so that one's going on the back burner. But now, in recent generations, they've started putting them just into the games just in such a way that they usually don't have any specific effect, they just look different. Which is cool because now I can finally catch more Pokemon in Safari Balls. Because my good friend Blackhelm, who I believe you've met, has spent a lot of time duplicating, making copies of his Safari Balls before they turned off the bug that let you copy stuff. Oh, it's a Fido! Hi, Fido! I love Fido. Fido would actually be a nightmare to keep as a pet. Because Fido breathes yeast. It's just breathing out yeast, which is a fungus. It's a single-celled fungus, which multiplies like crazy and is responsible for lots of stuff like fermenting. Is it gonna stay with me? No? How do I take it for a walk? Oh, you still need to go back and talk to you again? Yes, I'm ready. Gosh. Yeah, so sourdough wouldn't just be a nightmare to keep. Fruit would be a nightmare to keep. Imagine, all of your fruit is immediately going to start fermenting. Already I buy strawberries and... Already I buy strawberries and the next morning they're starting to go bad. But if you bake a Fido, I mean, that's how you evolve it. You just stick it in the oven. I'm sure that kills the yeast if you do it properly. Oh, geez. I don't know what the purpose of that interaction was. We're just gonna stop every once in a while to say, "Oh, look, it's the baker's dog." Here comes the baker with his dog, like always. Chef. Breathe on him. Yes. He will get a yeast infection in his face. Of all the dog Pokemon, I like most of them. I don't care for the Corgi one. But, aside from that, aside from the Corgi, I like pretty much all of the dog Pokemon. But Mastiff is just, eh. It looks like it played too many games of fetch with an ugly stick. Imagine trying to keep a Fido clean too. I mean, it's made of bread dough. It's gonna be so sticky. Just running around the city like this, it's gotta pick up like 10 pounds worth of dirt. Oh, up the stairs, right. But see, this right here, Fido, taking Fido for a walk, this represents the furry problem in Pokemon. You can take Fido for a walk and it's not weird because Fido's a dog. I mean, he's bred, but he's also a dog. This isn't true for Lucario, or Cinderace, or Incineroar. These are not dogs and cats and rabbits. These are dudes. These are just guys. It's like, oh yeah, take this person for a walk around the block. Take this person to the vet. Feed this literal human being out of a dog bowl on the floor. It's just weird. It's not a problem for the actual, like, animal-looking Pokemon. It's only a problem for the ones that are basically humans. Ooh. And the thing is, all that would be so easy to deal with. Right? Like you want people to treat their Pokemon like partners. You want people to think of their Pokemon like partners, so you make them more human, more relatable. But then you show in the anime Incineroar literally eating out of a bowl on the floor. Oh, that guy's in the sewer. How do I get into the sewer from here? I usually don't know how to get to this guy. You see him underground there? It's back to the Rest Syndicate. Hey, we found it. Sneaking up on the wall there, dude. High jump kick. Octolock. Well, I don't have that Pokemon, so I can't offer much help. Oh, I see a Mudkip in there. Cubone. Was this the one that had the... I think it was. I think that was the one that had the... Two freaking mega Pokemon at once. Alright, well, I hear my baby waking up, so I need to go. It's been a great night. I hope that you guys had as much fun as I did, and I will catch you all next time. Alola.